Thanks so much for chatting with me today for Electrocutie. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Hey, I'm really excited today because Zero Gravity dropped and it is absolutely amazing. I've listened to it at least 20 times today, I swear. Like,
Yeah.
it is awesome. I know you. How excited are you for this to finally be out in the world?
Oh my god, I'm so excited. And wait until you see the video.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Is
my
it gonna,
god. It looks so good.
yeah?
Yeah,
Did you,
I am
is
so
it,
happy. I'm so happy. I've been holding my breath for everything to work out, 'cause I make all the costumes and stuff, and I wrote the treatment, and like I had a full vision of what everything needs to be. So you know, usually it's kind of hard to pull off exactly what you see in your head, but the video is pretty much exactly what I saw in my head. So I'm so relieved.
I can't wait to see it. Do you know will it be dropping soon, do you think?
Yeah, like next week.
Oh, nice, cool. Is there going to be any? I know you made like all your outfits for it and stuff too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it and I know you're doing like oh yeah, because I wanted to talk a little bit about the app that you have on your Facebook
Mm-hmm.
right now, which is really cool and super interactive because people, share it on Facebook and then it's been unlocking different things. Like today, the song completely unlocked, which was really exciting. And I know there's like, yeah, I know there's a contest where you can win stuff from your video. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, throughout the whole, by sharing the app and throughout the whole thing, by sharing things, you can win. I'll show you actually. These one can win by sharing the.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
the,
Those are
I
insane. You won.
know. I handmade them from like regular. This took me like 4 days.
Oh my God, they are gorgeous. And you wear this
And
for
I wore them on the single cover. So by sharing the single cover on Tuesday, you can win these.
oh my God, they're
I know,
so
I know. I feel so. I don't want to part,
cool.
but I'll just make another pair.
And that's going to be really special for fans to win. So everybody, Moon Children, Kerli fans, get online, get on Facebook, share, and win. Because you definitely want,
Share. Yes.
yeah, definitely share. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the single. Um, oh my God, seriously, like I said, I've been listening to it
Oh
all
my
day.
god.
It's so, it's, okay, this is the lamest word ever, but really it's epic. Like, it is a big pop song. It is lush. It is ethereal, hardcore, as you've said. It's just, I don't even know. I feel like, literally, I feel like I'm floating in space listening to this.
I
Like,
I
at
hope.
a rave on the moon. It is
Yes.
so cool.
Yes.
Where did,
Yes.
where did, where did this song come from for you?
Well, actually, it started. Songs always for me have a long story because like I do a lot of research. I order a lot of like I study metaphysics and stuff. So it's like I order a lot of books and I'm really interested in symbolism and legends and gods and goddesses and angels and all this mythology. So I order a lot of used books from Amazon and I do a lot of research and I write out words that I think look cool, and then I get concepts from this stuff. So Zero Gravity actually is written about air spirits. They're called the sylphs, which is really cool. And there is not, when you Google it, there is really not much material. You can't find a lot of information about sylphs, but supposedly they're like helpers to humans, and they're like these little balls that develop hands. When a human has a thought, then these little balls develop hands and they take the thought and carry it to the universe. That's why we need to be really careful with our thoughts, because it's the real thing. Like, we're creating life. It's a very creative act. So sylphs are they're objective. They don't have opinions about your thoughts. They're not trying to sway you. They're just these neutral spirits that carry our thoughts to the universe.
So cute.
So
I mean,
cute.
that's
So
really cute.
I want to imagine them, of course, as big, flighty, beautiful beings, but they're actually like supposedly. I can't see things, but
Yeah.
supposedly they're like these little balls. So that's what Zero Gravity actually is about. It's about merging, with the divine.
It's really like a euphoric song for me at least. Like I feel really happy and uplifted listening to it. Does that make sense?
Well, I'm trying to. I mean, every time I'm in the studio, it's like, I mean, I write a lot in my house, but it's like, I'm trying to keep the energy. Whenever the music is created, I'm trying to keep the energy really, really special. Like, there is no room when I'm in the studio. There is no room for like any doubtful or fear energy at all. We're very particular, and fortunately now I found this team that I, ended up really doing my whole album pretty much with. And that's how Zero Gravity I did with them as well. They're from Sweden. They're called 78. They're like these two kids that are just beyond talented, and we have just a magical connection that, I mean, I've written with like 1,000 people, and I've never experienced anything like that. And that's how Zero Gravity came about. I was in Sweden, and I had 2 sessions one day, and there was the last session, and I'd been touring all summer, and I was so tired, and I was so sick of writing, and I didn't really want to do anything, and I just walked in and I played them like Space Junk by Wolfgang Gartner, and I also played them some like classical piece or Enya or something, and I was like, okay, so I want to make a song that merges these two, and then we started programming and just jamming with melodies, and honestly, like 5 hours later, we had the song written and produced from scratch, like ready for mixing. So that's the kind of magic we have. Like, I just was in with them they came to LA. It was their first time in America. And we had the studio for 8 days, and we like wrote and produced 5 new songs for the album, when we actually thought the album was done. So that's the kind of magic that happens. We did 5 songs, and they're all gonna go to the album. I'm having kind of a hard time with working with anybody else after working with them, and it's lame to say because there are so many incredibly talented people, but just the energy that we have, it's like it's thick with joy and excitement, and it's just like we're like hugging all the time, and like we're all like Nordic, so it's like that's not our natural. Like we don't, we're not very expressive people. But the way something happens.
Well, I can hear like exactly what you're saying in the song.
Oh my god!
Like,
Oh my god!
I
And
hear.
just wait until you hear the new. Oh my god! Just wait until you hear the next singles. It's
Yeah.
only it's getting better.
So like the album, where about is the album right now? Is it in the mixing stage?
Yep, we're done, and now we're just mixing and touching things up.
And what about have you guys come to a release date yet, or is that still kind of up in the air?
I think it's really, really soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm personally really hoping for a summer release.
Oh,
Like,
it's definitely gonna be a summer release. Definitely.
okay, good, because I
Definitely,
can
definitely.
definitely hear myself like dancing and partying to this record
Raving, raving. But then,
in my.
there are also these moments. It's like I really wanted to make an album that is kind of like your best friend. It's like you need to have fun with your best friend. If you don't have fun, they're not your best friend. But also, you can curl up and have like this super deep conversation too. So there are moments, so I hope, there's something on the album for like different parts of life. But the one thing that is very different from my last album is that I'm really not dwelling on anything on this album. I'm so like in a headspace right now where I just want to live and love and embrace and be open. So it's like it sounds like that. It's euphoric. It's absolutely euphoric. Like I'm not sitting in the corner slitting my wrists, anymore.
I mean,
I've
love is,
been there,
you know,
done that.
yeah.
No, I just really want to be happy, So.
I mean, that was a great album though, Love Is Dead. I got that album literally, I think the day it came out, because I was in, funny story, I was in Best Buy, and they do this thing where sometimes they'll play new artists,
Mhm.
like on the sound system,
Mhm.
and they played one of your songs. I think it was Walking on Air, and I was like, what is this? Like, who is this girl? And I got your album that day, and I definitely don't regret it. But there has definitely been, so much of an evolution, which is so natural good for an artist anyway. So,
Yeah.
you can tell you're in a much different place and a much lighter place too.
Hmm.
So that's good.
I am actually a completely different person,
Yeah.
like 180.
Like there's nothing wrong with that
No,
either.
no, there
You
isn't.
have
And
to.
I hope, I hope that all the Moon Children, it's like, when I released my first album and I was very active on MySpace and just talking to them and like trying to help kids out, with their problems and stuff, which I still do, with
Mhm.
iced coffee and whatever. It's a very personal relationship. I really feel like, I hope at least that, we had this dark, heavy moment where we were kind of like everybody was commiserating and, us against the world. And I hope that, as I'm going more towards the light, I hope that people can come with and be like, okay, like I have, I don't know, 80 years max on this earth. So I want to just enjoy everything that I can possibly enjoy. So.
That's a really good message. I mean, I know you're really close to your fans too, so I feel like there's a lot of kids who are struggling and they really look up to you and they really resonate with what you're doing and your message and stuff. So, I mean, where did the idea for the Moon Children community kind of come about?
It,
Because
ac-
it's so special.
it actually came about, it happened. It was about 5 years ago when I first started doing it on MySpace. And at first it was very much like I really felt like I didn't really belong in this world and I didn't understand it. And I felt very lost and very out of place. So I started like posting all these, posts about how I was feeling and how the world seemed so strange and disconnected to me. And like, then suddenly there were all these kids who were feeling the same way. So Moon Children, because Moon stands for emotion, Moon is female, Sun is male. So Moon Children kind of came about being somebody that is more emotional maybe than the average person
Right.
and more of a seeker. And it also reflects, Moon reflects the sunlight, so it's just very sensitive to everything that's going on. And then the integrity, love, unity, the moon marks came about, and all these things. Now it's like when you look in the videos, there are like all this signs, and
Yeah.
it's like a whole little world.
It's really a family, and you see that too when you're exploring the fan base, and
Yeah,
you know,
I
and the kids are all friends with each other too, which is
I
beautiful.
know, I know, and like I'm trying to keep the community very much like, you know, I I notice like that there are like a lot of super fans out there who are like just all about their favorite artist and then very mean to like other artists and whatever. And I've made it very clear for the Moon Children that I will not tolerate any bashing of anybody. you know if you don't
Yeah,
have anything kind to say, then just don't say anything. I mean, I want them to keep it real with me, but I don't want them
yeah,
to go to like other artist pages and be like, well, fuck you. It's like, no, that's not what we stand for. Like, if you say that you're a part of the Moonchild community and you believe in integrity, love, unity, then we don't have space for, you know because we need to keep the energy like happening.
and it's a happy energy. It's good, positive energy,
I
and
mean, we're humans. Like, we're not perfect. We'll have moments, but it's like at least being conscious that you are responsible for your reality.
yeah,
It's not just something that is randomly happening around you. I know all these bad things are happening, but it's not. No, it is actually like it's something that you're attracting because it's something that you need to learn, or some, debt that you need to pay. It's not. It's objective. Like, it just is. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I agree. I mean,